Hi, this is Andy from GPS Training. In this video we're just going to show you Garmin's new inReach subscription plans that came into play on the 18th of September 2024. So prior to the 18th of September 2024 the plans were a little bit different. Garmin had an option of something called a freedom plan where you paid a yearly amount as well as your activation fee, and then you could suspend for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, whatever you wanted, and then restart the plan. You always had to do it for a month and then you could suspend it, but you did get a charge every single year for having the freedom plan. That plan has now gone, so I'm just going to cover what the new plans are for consumers. So we're not looking at the professional company plans. At GPS Training we're selling generally to individual consumers, so it's the consumer plans that came into play from the 18th of September 2024. If you are on one of the older plans, that plan will stay as it is until the end of the year. So whenever you signed up and did your activation, once that year's over, Garmin should be notifying you, say you're going to get moved on to one of the new plans. So again, that would be something to check with Garmin. But if you're a new customer who's just bought your Garmin inReach device and you're working out which plan to go for, again, this will cover what the options are. So I'm actually on the Garmin website on the inReach subscription plan, monthly plans. So $14.99 is the first one, Consumer Essential. Consumer Standard is $29.99 and Consumer Premium is $49.99. What I'm going to do, I'm going to scroll down the page to show you what you get on each of these three packages and what you have to pay. So I'm just going to scroll down the page and we can see the plan features here. Now we also have a new box to do with photo and voice messages that only relates to the inReach Messenger Plus, which is a new device that's just been launched again at the end of September 2024 that allows you through the Garmin Messenger app to take a photograph in the Messenger app on your phone and then send it via satellite. So that's what the bit about photo and voice messages relates to. You can actually record a voice message up to 30 seconds on the Garmin Messenger app and send it via satellites, but that's only if you've got the new Messenger Plus device. So when we look at the plans, the essential one, $14.99, unlimited SOS, unlimited check-in messages. That's the 3 short messages that are starting trip, ending trip, and everything's okay. 50 text messages or weather requests. If you did have the Messenger Plus, you can do up to 10 photographs or 10 voice messages a month. Now bear in mind, when you send a message, if someone replies back to you and you've got no mobile signal, it comes via the satellites, that isn't classed as one message as well. If you do use the tracking function where you've got a device, an inReach device, and you want the tracking so someone can see where you are charged 10 pence per track point on the Essential. You can set your device to say track every 10 minutes, that would be 60 pence an hour. You could set your device to track every hour, so that would only be 10 pence an hour, and you can change that setting on your Garmin device, but you are charged 10 pence per track point on the Essential plan. You don't have to use the tracking, of course, and you have a one-off activation fee. So the activation fee has went up now to $39.99. One of the big differences is you are getting a lot more messages. It's 50 text messages. On the older plan, that was $12.99 a month, and I think from memory the activation fee was about £30. You only actually got 10 messages a month, so it has leaped up to 50 messages a month. And if you go over the messages, i.e. you've went over the 50 messages and you haven't got onto a new month, you are charged 50 pence a message or £1 extra for a photo or voice message if you're using the Messenger Plus. Again, read the terms and conditions along the bottom here about the fees and cancellation. You can click on these links as well from when you're on Garmin's website. So generally when you go onto Garmin's website and go onto inReach devices, you'll see an option that takes you to their plans. So that is the the essential plan. Sorry, I'm going to move on to the standard one now. So with the standard one, that's $29.99 a month. Difference here is obviously SOS unlimited again. Your check-in messages unlimited, so again they're still unlimited. You now get 150 messages, so that again has had a big increase from what it was before. So it's 150 messages. If you have got a Messenger Plus, 25 photographs or 25 voice messages, which are up to 30 seconds. But the live tracking is now unlimited. So if you were doing that map share where friends and family have been sent the link to your map share that you set up on your Garmin inReach Explore account, and you got tracking, so you could have the tracking every 10 minutes if you want, you're not getting charged for those track points. It's still a one-off £39.99 activation fee, and the same price if you go over the 150 messages during the month. It's 50p an additional message, or £1 for additional photo or a voice message if you got the Messenger Plus. And the final one is the premium package, $49.99 a month, and again SOS unlimited, check-in unlimited, text and text messages is unlimited now. So instead of the 150, it's unlimited text messages, but for the photographs and the 30-second voice messages, if you own the Messenger Plus, that is limited to 50 a month. Live tracking, of course, unlimited, and it's the same $39.99. You do get weather included, so you're not having to pay for the there's like an advanced weather where you get advanced weather for, I should have said that, that's the 50p is the advanced weather. You're not actually getting charged for the advanced weather notifications to come through now. And really that is the 3 packages. Now what you can do, as long as you do a package for a month, you can downgrade or upgrade. Now one thing they don't show you here that is only available when you've actually done one of these packages for a month, which is quite nice. So because I've actually had the packages for a long time, I'm able to do this now. So as long as you've had a package for a month, you are going to have, rather than suspending, so you can't suspend now. What would happen if you were to stop the service and then want to start it again in a few months' time? Every single time you start it, you'd have to pay that $39.99. So that's not really advisable to do that, otherwise you're going to keep paying $39.99. I suppose if you're only going to use it for 1 month in a year, you pay the $39.99, pay the $14.99, say you wanted the essential package. Yes, you could cancel it and then a year later, but you would have to pay the $39.99. But if you did that a few times a year, stopped it, started it, it's going to get expensive every time you have to pay the $39.99, which will be in the terms and conditions when you click on the links. So a better option is something that you can't see on this screen, but I'm going to share a different screen now. So this is me, I'm actually logged into my account. So on my account it's shown, I've said I want to change my plan. So showing you the 3 options that you could see on the first part of the video here. If I go old plans, it actually shows I was on the $12.99 a month and I had 10 text messages, and you did get charged for your tracking points. So yes, I'm going to pay a bit more now from the $12.99, but rather than 10 messages for the $14.99, I'll actually get 50 messages now. But what we've actually got, you'll get this option as long as you do one of these plans for a month and then you decide you're not going to use it for a while, rather than cancelling it and having to keep pay the $39.99, they have a new one called enabled. So if I select enabled, you'll get charged $7.99 a month, and that gives you SOS. So you've still got the device. If you suddenly go, oh, I'm going out on a walk today, and generally if you'd cancelled your subscription, you'd have to re-enable it, etc. But with this, if you go to the $7.99, you downgrade by saying on your Garmin, I generally do it from the Messenger app, click on my device, and where it tells you what plan you're on, you can say change. So if I change it to the $7.99, at least I know, for peace of mind, I've got SOS, but you have still got your messages. It's like a pay-as-you-go. So what would happen is if I go to the $7.99 plan and I'm suddenly out with my device, I know I can send an SOS, but if I suddenly want to do a check-in message, I'm only charged 10p. I could do a couple of check-in messages, say I did 3 a day, starting my activity, ending, and I'm okay at lunchtime, 30p for that day, so I just get an extra 30p on the bill at the end of the month, 10p per track point. And if you were to send a text message or get a weather alert on your device, it's 50p you'd be charged, just like a pay-as-you-go. The enabled package doesn't allow for the photographs and speech recording sending, which only relates to the Messenger Plus. So for the new Messenger Plus device, you must have one of these three plans: the essential, standard, or premium. So the nice thing is, if you have changed your unit to one of these plans, the essential, standard, or premium, you've just got a brand new unit, you're activating it, and you've now got the option of these three new plans. You do it for a month. We don't have the Freedom package anymore, so you can't suspend it. So what I generally probably do with my unit is, I don't want to have to keep paying $39.99 every time I start it again. I would go onto the Messenger app, which I've got paired with the device, click on devices. It then shows you what plan you're on, and when you click on the plan, you get an option to change it, and I would be changing it to, you'll get the option, you'll see these three first, so it is hidden away a little bit, but you're looking for the option where it says enabled, and then you could drop down to $7.99 a month, knowing you can still go out with your unit, be safe in the hills, be able to do SOS, and if you were to send a text message or a check-in message or do the tracking, you're just getting charged pay as you go, and your bill at the end of the month would have the additional charges on. So these plans all came into play on the 18th of September 2024. If you were on an existing plan, like I was on the safety, or you were on one of the Freedom plans, once you can stay on that plan, you can change it anytime you want. So if you want to change it to the new one now, you get the option to do that, or you just wait until your year's up, and then when the year's up from you activating your device, you will have to change to one of these new plans. So I hope you found this video useful, and thanks for watching.